Jump
Hello,
here.
everybody. Oh man, if you're watching the stream, this is hilarious. If not, welcome to BND Live. This is the first time we're starting tonight. With us, as always, we have Stephen as Drum, the sorcerer,
Hmm.
Tim as Vinny the rogue, Erin as Agnes the bard, and Nakul as Serpent paladin. I am Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM, and this is BND Live.
Echoing or something?
All right, all right. We're gonna do a little. We're gonna do a little recap here
Re-recap.
from last time. Oh my god. Ah, you stumbled upon the Duke's body. It is in a comatose state of some sort. Healing, unfortunately, does nothing. It's not cold, but there's no breath. But a heartbeat is there. Strange. Dromm thinks it shrinks it and carries it upstairs, up and out of the castle. Vinny sees some drawings of shipbuilders, and then continues to explore with Serpent and Asura. Agnes and Dromm get the Duke in a tiny hut, and then go to catch up. However, they find the others coming out of a tight tunnel with dragon treasure. Serpent's got a new sword. You all head back down except Asura, who goes out to drop some treasure off. Dromm has a bit of a tunnel struggle, and in his efforts, manages to collapse the weekend tunnel fully. Some discussion is had, and a glyph of some kind is found on the cleared dragon entrance and exit. Asura is stopped in time from coming down and triggering the glyph, and a plan is discussed. Around 5:30 or so, you open the door west of the dragon horde and explore, finding a pool of mysterious silver color. Experiments prove that it's a portal of some kind. Vinny explores by dunking his face in it, leaving a limp body behind. The Duke is brought using cleverness and dimensional door. Unfortunately, dunking him does not immediately return him to consciousness. Vinny swears he saw a pirate ship in another shimmering purple pool. So Agnes and Vinny enter again, and then will themselves to move toward a yet another orange portal. And upon sticking their heads in that, their bodies vanish from the sight of Dromm and Sir Pen. And so we'll pick things up with Dromm and Sir Pen there at the top. What would you like to do?
Uh, what do we do now that they're dead?
I guess we can go back home now that our mission is done.
All right. Was
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Drum. I think we should try to find our friends. I'm just wondering, is there any way that we can communicate with them? Do you have any type of, you don't have that thing, right? The calling rock thing that Agnes has. Only Agnes has that.
that stone? No,
Yeah.
I can talk to people with my mind, but I have to know where they are
Yeah.
and be near them.
Okay.
So sort of like talking, really.
Yeah. So here's our options. We can either try to go out with Asura, and maybe escape, but then we have been separated from our crew, or we just go in after them, and at least we'll be together. And in case they're in danger, we can help them out.
That sounds good.
So do you think what was the issue with getting Asura down? She'll trip the glyph. There's no way of getting her with the rest of us.
Yes. Well, what if? So if she comes down and trips the glyph, and the dragon comes, is that okay if we go? Because we won't be here.
Maybe he'll come through the portal too.
Cool. So let's not tell Asura anything.
Okay. All right. Let's just jump in.
All right. I hold my breath and jump in.
Okay.
As do I.
All right. You guys jump in. Um, both of you roll a d20 for me.
Straight 20.
What's that?
Straight 20.
Straight 20.
13.
2.
2. All right. All right, you guys, you feel this sensation as your bodies enter the portal, and your world seems to compress around you, then expand again, and you find yourself floating in sort of a light twilight gray void. There's some light purplish clouds off in the distance. There's some gray clouds, but you are floating. You look down to see what you're standing on. There's nothing there. I'd like you to both roll perception checks, please.
21.
All right.
20.
All right. As you look around, you see far off in the distance. It's really hard to judge distance here, but you see a large chunk of stone slowly twirling, and that is about all you see right now. You're fairly certain there's nothing else around you.
And Vinny had described the purple thing to us a little bit.
Yeah, you don't see anything that matches that description. You're just sort of floating there.
Hello. Can Vinny or Agnes hear me? Hello?
No response.
Can Dromm hear me?
Yes. I'm right here.
Okay. I can't see you.
No, you can see him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you... My
You're
bad.
facing the wrong way. I'm right here.
You do see yourselves, yes. Oh, God. That's fine. Just ignore that.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely see yourselves.
So where's that orange glow thing?
What's that?
Where's the orange glow?
You don't see an orange glow.
We're like
just
stuck
sort of
in
like-
like
you're just sort
the
of
we're
like
like in the
floating.
quantum we're like in the quantum realm.
Hanging out.
Maybe we should go back.
Yeah. Is there a way to go back?
Yeah, no, you do see where you came from.
Okay. And you said there was a floating rock?
It is. Yeah, you're not sure. You're not sure how big it is. It's off in the distance.
Shall we check it out? Investigate?
Sure. But it's a sizable. It's not like a rock, like a
It looks
like a
sizable.
little rock that's okay.
It looks sizable. You're just not sure how far away it is.
I try to swim towards it.
Okay, so you just sort of like go like this.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
We can't move?
I mean, you're.
Is it like a zero gravity?
What's that?
Is it like zero gravity or is it like a watery kind of thing?
No, there's no gravity. There's no water. You're just sort of floating there.
So we can't propel our body any direction.
How would you like to propel your body?
What if I gave Dromm a push?
Sure. Do you push him toward the rock?
Yes.
Good ball.
All right. You push him toward the rock, and you start to float backwards as he floats toward the rock.
Simply like space.
Thank you.
Dromm, what is your intelligence? And same for you, Serpent.
I am a mighty 8.
I'm an 8.
So that's a -1?
Well, I'm a -1, but there's an 8. Which number is it?
Both are fine. Okay. All right. You're both 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not their strong suit.
It's all good.
I think I can figure this out.
Yeah, so now you guys are drifting apart. Dromm is drifting toward the stone, and Serpent is drifting away.
I I reach out with my maul hand and I like just sort of like stretch towards the rock.
Okay. Like you're just
Think real hard about it.
What's
Yes.
that?
And I think real hard about it.
You think real hard about going there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you start to move there. You start to move toward it. You pick up speed and start to move toward it.
Sir Pen, point your weapon at it.
Oh wait, I have a. What kind
He's like, wait, I have a new weapon. Let me try it.
Yeah. What if I? Should I firebolt it? That won't make sense. Should I? What if I try to? What if I crossbow it?
You're gonna try to crossbow the rock?
No, actually, probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I mean you can if you want. I don't
Shoot
care.
that thing.
But it may not travel if it's like the zero gravity thing.
I'm kind of curious.
Try it.
Well, I mean, Newton's third law works in this place, so why wouldn't Newton's third law work here too?
Because there's a fourth and fifth.
Well, we need a physicist to explain it to us.
Oh, right, you're only intelligence of.
We might need a school teacher to explain it to us.
That's true.
You're slowly drifting away from Dromm as he accelerates toward the rock. What would you like to do, Sir?
Mhm. He's Sir Pen.
Yeah, I mean drum. All right, I'm shooting the crossbow with the rock.
Okay. You take aim.
Oh wait. You know what? I'm gonna turn. No, that's not gonna work because if I shoot the crossbow the other direction, I can propel myself. Let me see if that works. So I
Okay.
shoot the
You shoot,
crossbow the
you
other
shoot
direction.
away from the
So
rock.
yeah, and then I come towards.
Yeah, you shoot away from the rock, and you actually start sort of like tumbling backwards as you're now going
Yes,
in the direction
towards Dromm.
Yeah, towards
yes.
Dromm.
It's like the little fire extinguisher in space.
You
Kind
sort
of
of like try to like flip over, and you feel your stomach getting a little crazy.
woozy.
Go ahead and give me a
Yeah.
Constitution save, just real quick.
All right. Is that the Constitution button +2?
Yeah,
15.
yeah. No, you're fine. It's kind of
Alright.
fun in a way, even. John, you meanwhile you have your maul pointed toward the rock, and you're thinking about going there, and you're just taking off toward it.
He looks like Thor.
Yeah, totally.
But I look behind me though at Pen and see what's going on there.
I'm flipping towards you.
Yeah,
Is
Very
he gaining?
slowly.
he's definitely not gaining. You are vastly pulling away.
Is he headed towards the rock?
He's headed toward the rock,
Just slower.
just much slower. Yeah.
Oh,
Dromm is moving. Dromm is moving about 24 feet for every 6 seconds. That passes. So 4 feet a second. You're moving like a foot a second, if that.
oh.
Well, I guess I look and see what's happening and point my maul towards Sir Pen and try to catch him.
And there's no floor. And there's no floor, right?
No floor.
Like it's just okay.
What do you mean by try to catch him?
Like I go to like try to intercept him. I figure I can like grab him and then I want to like go towards him and then grab him and then go back towards the rock.
As soon as you start thinking about going towards him, you stop and start accelerating toward him.
Cool. So I guess as he approaches, I get myself in a good spot and stuff to grab him.
Hey,
Nice.
All right, you're together.
this really feels like the movie Gravity. All right. Thank you,
All right.
Dromm.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so
Where's that rock?
that way, and I like maul it towards the rock.
All right, you guys start moving toward the rock.
Arm in
Alright.
arm.
As you guys, as you sort of, how are you holding Sir Pen?
I figured he's like sort of like grabbed onto my back or something like that,
All right.
but I don't really know. It's what it feels like, but
Yeah.
I can't be sure.
All right, fair enough. Meanwhile, Agnes and Vinny, you guys, you stick your faces through the orange portal, and you all of a sudden feel the weight of your bodies again, and you sort of tumble forward and do a little bit of an awkward like tumble onto this like thick lush grass. And you sort of get up and look around. I'd like you both to give me perception checks, please.
22.
22.
17.
How embarrassing.
17. All right, all right. Yeah, so you sort of look around. You weren't sure what you were expecting when you sort of stuck your faces through there, but probably wasn't this. It is beautiful. You find yourselves on the banks of a river. It's maybe roughly 50 feet wide here. The land's nearby, lush grass, some pine trees, flowering trees. Honestly, the air is almost full of a sweet perfume. All the colors and sounds, you hear animals, birds, everything is sort of deeper and more intense. It's just like it is a feast for the senses. Nearby, at the edge of the river, you see the back of a creature. You're not sure what it is, but it's got its back to you, and it's on the edge of the river.
Look at that majestic beast.
Apparently, it has not noticed you yet.
We need that thing.
Well, I think Agnes is going to see if she can see the entryway or whatever the way they came in.
Mm-hmm.
If she can still see
Yeah.
if it's there.
You sort of look around. You do not see it.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm going to put my hand out and kind of feel around in the direction that I thought maybe I tumbled from.
No luck.
Did we just... Was there like... Is there a tree there or something? Or a rock? Or is it just empty space there?
Seems to be just empty space.
I dived through it.
You dive through the empty space?
Yep. I think about diving through it instead of diving through it.
Nothing happens.
So Agnes is going to try her sending stone.
Okay.
I'm going to try for Elsa.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Try for sending stone.
I love that little creature.
Ooh, I get to use. Yeah. Agnes, is that you, dear?
Elsa! Oh, I am so glad that I could contact you.
Oh, true. Yes. Well, I'm happy to talk to you, dear. How's your quest going?
Well, it was going as expected until we found a silvery pool of weird liquid in which me and one of my companions decided to stick our faces in it. And then we traveled through a twilighty area by using our minds. And now we are in a lush green field with beautiful scents and smells. And we can't find the doorway in which we came through.
Oh my. Well, certainly the beginning part of your adventure statement, not sure. Sounds like you found a portal to the astral plane. Now, no one cast a spell on you? You found a silvery pool?
Yes, pretty much in the center of the bogs of carrot, whatever it's called.
Oh my. Well, that pool is arguably a very rare thing to find. That's the good news is you found something very rare. So that look at the upside. Now that would have led to the astral plane. Now the interesting thing is the astral plane connects to many other planes. Some of them very dangerous. But you said you now someplace nice?
It seems pretty nice. I mean, the sights are very lovely, and there's a sweet smell in the air. And there's a creature not too far away from us, maybe getting water from the river. I'm going to try to maybe approach it, but I'm not sure. Not sure if we want to do that yet.
Unfortunately, I am not that familiar with the other planes of existence.
But
I
this
can tell you
is
that if
most
anyone
likely-
asks, you are from the material plane, and that's where you'd probably like to get back to.
And I am a material girl.
Indeed, I once was in my younger days. But well, I can wish you luck, but that is about it.
Well, at least it seems that I can use sending stones across planes.
Yes, that does seem to be the case. I might be able to help you more tomorrow, but I would have to commune a bit.
All right, well, I have someone else I could try also speaking with who might have a little bit of background knowledge. Are you familiar with a particular Wimblecat?
Oh, that rapscallion, is he still around?
Oh, yes, and as rapscallion as you probably remember.
Excellent. Well, you know, he's a good, he's never treated me wrong. We actually had a fling, back when I was younger.
Very interesting, Elsa. When I get back to Windbell, I might want to hear more about this. But right now I have to figure out how to get back to the material plane.
Well, good luck with that, Agnes.
Thanks. All right. Well, at least we don't have a dragon on our ass right now. That's something to be said. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Does she need no
Goodbye.
help?
Vinny,
What's up?
we're not in our normal plane anymore. We're somewhere else.
How we get back?
Oh, it's looking at us. Hi.
Hail,
I'm-
friends. Let
It
your,
talks!
let your troubles wash away in the river's flow,
Do we have a bag?
and may you be at peace.
Get it!
No. Let's ask some questions. Hello, I'm Agnes. I'm from the material plane. And this is my friend Vinny, also from
I'm also material. I'm from the material plane as well.
Wow.
and we are actually kind of here by accident.
Yes.
And we were wondering if it would be possible to return to the material plane from this current plane.
It seems you have come a long way. You are in Amoria. My name is Lonodridrian. And sort of does a half bow with its penguin body.
Can I call you Lolly for short?
Mm.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna call him Squeaky.
Otherwise, you're just gonna have to send me the spelling. I'll learn it, but persuasion. 14.
What did you add?
To be honest, I've been called worse. I will allow it.
Is it nice here? How are your taxes?
Oh, it's
nice
beautiful here. You are in the realm of Elysium. Amoria is but one of the 4 levels of Elysium. But you do look, as you said, you arrived here by mistake. You look a little lost.
Yeah.
We were trying to essentially get away from a black dragon and came across a silvery pool, which we decided to stick our heads in, traveled apparently through the astral plane, and arrived here through a glowing orangey portal.
You got any other weird stuff around here we can put our faces in?
I do know of a portal that would take you back to the astral plane. It is about a half-day's hike from here. But tell me more about this black dragon.
Oh, well, he is wreaking havoc on many of the lands from where we come from in Centralia. And he has kidnapped, and we're assuming put someone's body into the astral plane, or at least their astral form in the astral plane, and the body is still in the material world. And we're trying to reunite them so that we can return the kidnapped person to their rightful place.
Your quest seems just. I will help you get back to the astral plane. I am only sorry that I am not more equipped to help you more directly.
No, and any help that
any
you
help
can
is
provide.
appreciated. Yep, we gotta get back.
Can you fly?
Alas, I cannot.
Can you fly?
And the penguin sort of flaps its wings and mutters something, and you both start to fly as it does as well.
Ooh.
Flightless bird, my butt.
Yeah, in our land, creatures that have a similar appearance to you are flightless, but just as adorable.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about my brethren's inability to fly. This is, of course, this is a spiritual way of flying. Are you familiar with the goddess Mystra?
Yes, one of my good friends is a cleric who is of the order of Mystra.
Oh, very good. Well, then let us get you back to that good friend. And
Yes.
Sort of turns and takes off over some trees. And you guys, I don't know, Agnes, you've had the fly spell cast on you before, right?
I think so because, well, I don't remember if I was one of the ones flying to get the goats or if I was on the ground.
Can't remember.
Oh, I was flying around the goats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twizzard was flying, and I think Finistil was flying.
You guys, you get the hang of it after a few false starts.
Think happy thoughts.
Lanard Dryan sort of turns around and comes back and teaches you a little, and then you fly off again. Which brings us back to the astral plane, where these two jokers are still flying around.
Is the penguin going to come to us too?
What's that?
Is the penguin going to help us too?
Don't know. We'll see. You're flying. It's hard to judge time here. You're flying. So 8. You're both 8. So you're. It's a little hard to tell if you're making. If the rock is getting closer, or if it's just staying the same.
Do they have tethers like we had?
I don't know if they know to ask.
Others?
But they're both flying along. Yeah, what are you guys talking about as you're making this trip?
So
You're very strong, Dromm.
yeah, we should be there pretty soon, I think, right?
Well, we're moving at 4 feet per second, and that thing looks an unknown distance. So we're gonna get there in unknown time.
Math checks.
But it would be, but wait, 4 feet per second?
We're moving at 4 feet per second, right?
Wait, I knew a little bit of math when I was okay. So it's if it's unknown, but we're going for it would be a fourth of an unknown time.
True.
So that's faster.
Yeah. Well, we don't have Agnes here to validate, so.
So we'll be there pretty soon.
So is the rock looking like it's getting closer, or is it still like? Not really.
Give me a perception check again.
All right.
Way at the same speed.
We'll say that you've been
20
at this for maybe 10 minutes now. 20.
Yeah.
It seems like it might be a little bigger, but man, is it hard to judge. But you're still flying toward it.
So we see nothing else except the big rock, and can we still see where we came from?
You look back and you see that has gotten much smaller.
Okay.
That portal has gotten much smaller. Good call. You're definitely traveling.
So we have moved.
Yep.
Well, I'm trying to look at my.
Anything you want to do before we flash back?
I'm trying to look at my spells, or if there's anything I can use.
Well, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, does we go faster? Because if we just keep accelerating, I mean, if I keep using crossbows, will that work?
I guess I just try harder.
Hard to tell if it did anything. All right. Meanwhile, these folks are flying.
Can I ask, what is La Nana Dragonlana?
Yeah, Lolly. Just call it Lolly.
Lolly.
Foolish kids.
So can you tell me a little bit more about this plane that you are from? Are there beings like us here? Do people age? Is this a good place to retire?
Oh, Elysium is a wonderful place. I'm not sure what retire means, but there are many folks like me. There are others that, wow, well, let's see. There's planetars and some half celestials. There's even moondogs here. I am what you would call a cardinal. We all fight for justice, though.
Oh, well, I do feel. What is my? I mean, I definitely have been fighting for justice. I feel that is the point of the Ateum, though sometimes we do create a little havoc, but not always because it's our choice, but because it just happens that way. We try, we always have the best intentions, and sometimes they just go a little awry.
I'm fighting for justice right now.
Yes.
That black dragon back home killed my whole family.
Oh.
That's part of the reason I need to get back there.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Just cause them that.
Yeah, I will, at this moment, I'm afraid that the most help I can give you is to get you back to the astral plane. I will tell you, though, that when in the astral plane, you can think where you would like to go, and you will get there eventually.
Oh, so even if we don't see our destination, we'll be able to go towards our destination.
That's correct. The astral plane is an in-between space between the various planes. It is more of a dream state than anything else.
Would you happen to know how we might be able to find someone lost in the astral plane? Could we just think of them?
Yes, you should get to them eventually.
Is it possible for someone to kind of be in the astral plane, but their body is detached?
Yes,
So they are kind of lost.
many people have the ability to astrally project themselves into the plane, leaving their material bodies behind. Perhaps your friend did something similar and something happened to him? Or perhaps the spell went awry? Or perhaps the person who brought him there left without him?
Oh, so he doesn't know how to get back.
I can imagine the astral plane would be very disorienting to someone who hadn't been there before. You seem like
Now-
you're fairly well versed in it, though.
I don't necessarily know how
We've
long
been there like twice.
this person has been in the astral plane.
Well, that wouldn't
But-
matter. Time passes, but no one ages there.
Okay. Will he need sustenance?
No, he will be able to eat and subsist on merely the atmosphere alone.
Are there any dangers that he might run into?
Oh, yes, very many.
Okay. Well, I just need to make sure that I know what to expect.
Well, there are astral dreadnoughts, and there are giant leviathans, and of course there's the Githyanki on their ships.
What?
Oh, they're ships. Vinny?
Haven't we met a gift Yankee somewhere? Wait, that was someone else. Never mind. Think of a dream I had.
No, you guys have met.
Oh, we
Sorta.
have. Yeah, who's the gift Yankee? It was somebody. Anyway, I'll think about that.
No, I don't think. Are you thinking about one of the people that we fought?
I remember that confusing word I had to think about, like gift Yankee. Okay, all right. No, we've encountered that one before. Okay. But all right. So duly noted. We don't have much choice but to go back there and do the best that we can.
Well,
Can we use our weapons and spells in astral plane?
Oh, absolutely. Assuming you're fighting for justice, of course.
Well, yes. I'm just worried that if we run into one of these leviathans and we're not able to get away fast enough, if we will have to fend for ourselves.
I wish you the best of luck with that.
Yeah, so do I.
Excellent.
I just will try my best not to think of any of these terrible things.
I'm just checking real quick. Vinny, do you remember? Vinny, give me a history check, Vinny.
You got it. History looks like one of the subjects I paid attention to in school. Don't remember much. 14.
Terrible.
Agnes, do you have? So, yeah, Vinny, you remember that the weapons that you got off of the undead
The race.
The whites?
The whites.
were Githyanki weapons.
Oh. Well, you still have one.
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
That's
Or
it.
am I using it?
I don't know. Are you? Is it visible?
I don't think it's visible. I mean, you don't have it out and about while you're flying. It's probably sheathed.
And Agnes, you gave did you give yours away already to
I already gave mine to Rojo.
Rojo? And then do Dromm and Serpent both have one?
Yeah,
I can't
one
remember.
has a spear type and the other one has a maul type.
Okay. All right.
I'm not-
All
I'm
right.
not using
So you guys keep flying. Meanwhile, the portal that you came from is much smaller and smaller in the distance now. It's almost hard to see as you continue flying toward the rock, which now you can tell is quite a bit larger than you originally thought. It is getting closer, but with no other points of reference, and it being what you're now realizing is quite large. Yeah. It's probably a couple miles wide.
And just any features on this rock?
Give me a perception check.
6.
I mean, not
Sucks.
really. It just seems like a chunk of some kind of rock.
Can we stand on it?
What's that?
Can we stand on it?
Well, you're not there yet.
Oh.
You're still traveling. You've been traveling for probably half an hour now.
Can we think to it faster?
What's that?
I tried that 20 minutes ago.
You did try that. Do you want to try thinking toward it too?
Yes.
All right.
It's based off our intelligence, right?
Yeah, you
The
whatever
better our
whatever
intelligence, the faster we move.
Exactly.
Oh.
The higher the intelligence, the faster you move. Yeah, you can now
So
like
8 plus 8 should give you a total of 16 between the two of you.
It's 3.
Not quite the way it works, but now you can let go of Dromm and just like fly alongside next to him.
Yeah, like Superman. I'm holding your hand.
Not that he was experiencing any drag from you though, so. But you can like at least like face each other and talk if you want.
Required.
All right, there is no spoon. I'm making my way.
I'd like one of you to roll a d20 for me.
Go for it, Serpent.
All right. Whoa, nat 20.
Nat 20. All right.
Oh, that's good. That'll be good.
Sometimes that 20 is not good.
Oh,
You are you're flying along. You now feel like you're in control. You've actually you got your trident with you, but you're not even holding it toward the rock. You're just sort of like you're now like sort of like back on your back, just like showing off. And Dromm is still like holding his maul in front of him. Maybe starting to feel fatigue. Although it's more that your arm has been in the same position the whole time, not that you're holding the weight of anything. And you sort of notice Serpent sort of showing off. But Serpent, as you sort of do a twirl, out of the glint or out of the corner of your eye, you catch the glint of a silver pool.
Tom, did you see that?
The silver pool?
Yes.
Yeah, now that you pointed out, he sees it. And it's
Played
much
it off.
Yes.
much closer. It is not the one you came in. It's much closer.
All right, let's go. Let's go. This rock is taking forever. Let's think our way towards the pool.
All right.
I'm all towards the pool.
All right, you guys
All right.
course correct, and you sort of come up to the edge of this pool. What would you like to do?
And it's silver, right? It's not orange.
It's silver. It's silver. It's just like the pool that you came through.
All right.
We-
Next.
Sorry,
What's that?
you were going to say something.
I was gonna say let's dive in.
Go for it. And I do too.
And
All right, so you guys jump through it at the same time.
Yeah. Maybe Serpent's like a couple heads, ahead of me, but pretty close.
All right. tumble out of this pool into what appears to be the back alley of a building of some sort. The wall raises above you. There are some barrels, some old boxes sort of stacked up. Kind of back alley type stuff.
Anything with any sort of writing on it that someone that's not Dromm would be able to decipher?
Actually, in this back alley, not so much.
Hmm.
Not so much. And the sun, it's basically the golden hour. You hear voices coming from the end of the alley.
So are we no longer in the astral plane? We're like in a solid surface?
Definitely not in the astral plane.
All
You're
right.
standing on hard ground. Gravity is back. And you're behind a building.
Okay.
We hear voices. Are they? Do we recognize?
They're speaking
the tongue?
common. Yeah.
Common?
Yep.
Can we investigate?
Yeah. You want to go toward the end of the alley?
Drop.
You want to stealth? You want to stealth toward the end of the alley?
Stealth.
All
Yeah.
right. Give me some stealth checks.
Dropping no beats.
Give me some stealth checks.
I was gonna do it. No, the same for me.
Oh well, investigation
No, it's-
first. If you're
Well,
stealth,
7.
if you're going to try to get to the end of the alley, but then
Yeah. Okay. 7.
19.
19, 7 and 19. Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Sir Penn, you're wearing like armor, right? Like,
Yeah.
is that-
Chainmail and all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard. You're just floating like for like half an hour, so you're kind of like getting your legs back a little. So you're definitely clanking a little. Job is surprisingly stealthy, but you get to the end of the alley. You don't think anyone's seen you actually. So yeah, I guess you're good.
So are we at near a building now?
Yeah, you're at the corner of a building, and you sort of peek around the corner, and you hear these people talking about some sort of incident, a murder or a fight. You're not sure exactly what they're talking about, but it's something that happened at the castle.
Castle.
Like the Duke's castle?
You're listening. So you're listening for the word Duke. You don't hear that. You hear the Queen a lot. The Queen is mentioned. And you also hear the name Hildegard.
Is this Wesleyville?
Give me.
I say to Serpent.
Oh, you say that to Serpent? Serpent, it
Do I
does
know?
not seem like Wesleyville. The architecture is completely wrong.
Maybe it's Lucknow.
I don't think you've ever been to Lucknow.
Yeah, but I was trying to get there, so maybe.
That's true. Yeah, maybe.
Is what I say to Serpent.
And the pool is gone, right? The pool liquid?
The pool does seem to be gone.
Yeah. Feels like a one-way portal. Well, I guess we have to... are there any animals around? Actually, I don't want to waste a spell.
I mean, the
Just
people
wondering.
don't sound hostile. You could.
Yeah, let's go chat with someone.
Do I still have any of the treasure that I took?
The dragon treasure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had whatever was on you.
Huh.
I think the only person who put the treasure into the Lehman's tiny hut was Asura.
Yeah.
The
I've
rest
got
of
my
us-
backpack. Put a bunch in my backpack.
I'm sure Vinny has a bunch of stuff in his pants.
And
It's in my
it was
pants.
his pants,
My
yeah.
pants are filled with it.
I wonder if my backpack is kind of heavy. I wonder if we should find some sort of bank. Is that what you do when you have money?
That's a good question, Dromm. You know, at Wesleyville, most of the bankers know me. I haven't really done much of cross town banking. So let's perhaps hold on to our treasure for now.
Okay.
So do we see anybody to talk to?
Yeah, I mean, you sort of come out of the alley, and you're basically on a road that leads to a broad courtyard. In the distance, you can see a castle in the center of a lake, with a broad stone bridge leading over to it. And the building that you were behind appears to be some sort of very fancy inn.
Well, I could eat.
Pass up that chance.
Yeah, you guys go in the inn.
In the inn? Okay. Yeah, let's go in the inn.
Well, what do you want to do?
Let's go in the inn. Maybe
Why it's
get
called
some
an
food. Yeah. Maybe we can get a sleep. Maybe we can get a night's rest.
That's why it's called an inn. I love it. All right, yeah, you guys head inside, and it is quite fancy. A server comes up to you and inquires,
Wow.
"Welcome to the Tinnoin Meadows. What would you like to have for dinner?"
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
My friend and I have been walking a long time, and we kind of lost track of time.
Understandable these days.
Where are we? What town is this?
What? This is Augsburg. It's the capital. Are you playing a joke on me?
He's a little awkward with jokes, but yes.
Sorry about that. My friend hit me in the head with that mallet, and I forgot where I was.
Yes, please, no violence in the Tinnoin Meadows.
It was accidental. He sneezed.
Shall I start you with some drinks?
Yes, please. Your finest mead.
Very good. Comes back a second later with 2 cups of mead. Where'd my other cups go? Anyway. Now you both have cups. There we go. Perfect. Almost perfect. There we go. Perfect.
Okay, Drum. Have you heard of Zogsburg?
No.
Do either of us know about it? Do we do a history check or anything? Or
Yeah,
intelligence
give me a
check?
history check.
All right.
Don't do an intelligence check.
Yeah, give me a history check.
All right. I'm rolling a 16.
16?
Does a map show up in my head?
What'd you get, Dromm?
Oh, I was supposed to do it too?
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to? You don't have to.
I'm going to think real hard. 1.
Yeah, it definitely.
Parody in our rules.
It definitely doesn't ring a bell with Dromm. Sir Pen, you would know that Augsburg is one of the 4 city-states of Swabia, which is a land very far from you. Your trade does not go that far, but it is the very south of Centralia.
I'm very familiar with Swabia from the map.
Yeah,
it has a particular shape.
Yeah, you've
Maybe you
never.
can start making some connections here. Everyone loves pearls.
You are
true.
very far from Wesleyville. You are very far from the bogs of Karathor.
The further we are from danger, no, the closer we are to danger, the further.
Are we near Ormista?
Are you saying that because you have a map?
I found an old one. All I remember is the coastal kingdom and Swabia.
Yeah, you have. I mean, no, you really don't. You really don't know that much.
Okay, so now we're kind of far from everybody, and we've left the Duke and Asura. the castle drum, and now we're drinking.
It is really good mead for what it's worth.
I mean, I think we need it. I don't want to face a dragon, so I was hoping to get that rest, and I'd rather rest in here than the dragon's lair.
Yeah,
Um,
like seriously, Sir Ben, this is your type of place.
Yeah,
Like this is the equivalent of I'm blanking on it, but of the place
Duchess.
of the Duchess, exactly. This is like
Yeah.
the Suavian equivalent of the Duchess. You feel
Yeah,
after
I feel like
after
my
days of like tromping through the bog, and honestly, you're a little cognizant of the fact that you probably stink. Now that you
yeah.
sort of some other people may be looking at you askance, but you're like, you know what? I got some mead. Maybe I'll clean up later. But
Exactly.
yeah,
All that's missing is my entourage.
You have Dromm.
Right. I do.
You
My
have
new
Dromm,
entourage. He is the brute squad. So we're drinking our mead. I guess we'll eat.
yeah.
tastes
No,
so
they have a wide selection of schnitzel, and they have
Ooh.
some pretzels for appetizers with various dipping sauces.
Mm.
There's a sort of a roasted potato dish with served with like a whole chicken.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'll have it all.
All right, yeah, you guys order a bunch of food, and with that, we'll transfer back over to these fools flying. The penguin sort of starts heading down, and you head down with it, and
Out of
you're now.
curiosity,
What's
can
that?
I look? Out of curiosity, can I look at my compass that points to the that island?
Sure, yeah. You sort of like you land and you rummage through and you take it out, and the needle is just spinning.
Okay, just curious.
Well, behold, and the penguin goes up to a tree, and sort of points in a knot of the tree, and it has a sort of orangey shimmer to it.
So I ask it, how did you know this was here?
Oh,
How
well,
did you find this?
we keep track of these things. The Cardinals, well, some of us, like to know all the ins and outs of our realm.
So did someone stumble upon this by accident? Is there a way to actively find these?
Oh, when you are in the astral plane, you could focus on and will yourself to move toward a portal of a certain color, but portals of a more permanent kind on their respective planes can be found and usually are stable for many, if not tens or hundreds of years, but it can change. This particular one I've known about for about 120 years.
So then the one that we came through, which is where we first saw you, how come that, is that just a one-way portal?
Ah, the portals. When you're in the astral plane, there can be portals that are more fleeting, if you will. That, yes,
Okay.
can be one way. And in fact, some portals lead to different places within the astral plane every time you go through them. I cannot guarantee where this one will lead you in the astral plane.
Oh, because when we went through the silver portal in our realm, we only stuck our faces in and we had a tether to the original portal.
Ah, yes, yes. If you do not pass fully through the portal, and in fact, it is one's center of consciousness that matters the most. However, people can enter the astral plane via certain arcane measures as well, and they will have the tether as you describe it. If that tether were to ever be severed, you would, of course, die on every plane. But there are
Okay.
only certain things that can... A very strong astral wind, a psychic wind. Of course, the swords of the Githyanki. One of the reasons they're so dangerous in the astral plane. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay. And so if you don't go with a tether, then you don't have to worry about snapping the cord, but if you die, you die.
That's correct. Yes, that's true. If you have the tether and you die, well, you'll just go back to your normal body.
Okay.
Well, that's good to know.
That's good to know. So the portal that we went through, Vinny here went through first and came back and described a couple of things that when I went through, neither of us saw again. So is that portal one that I guess brings you to different locations every time?
It does sound like it is, yes.
But there are some portals that bring you to the same location every time?
Not the same location in the astral plane, no.
Oh.
There are portals like this one that stay, again, for many years.
Okay.
So once we're on the astral plane, could we theoretically find all these other portals just by moving around? We should be able to reach them at one day.
I cannot confirm this, but it is said that once you start focusing on a portal of a certain kind, you probably will not find a portal of a different kind.
Okay.
So if you want to return to your material plane, I would focus on that color.
What if we wanted to return specifically to this portal in the knot of this tree?
Oh my.
And would we just...
Perhaps you could think of this tree.
Okay.
Okay.
So then if I wanted to go to a particular place on the material plane, I could also think of that location and if there happens to be a portal nearby? Or only if it was a location of a portal?
I'm afraid I cannot give you any assurances in that regard. I tend to stay here in Elysium unless I am really needed somewhere else.
Well, I certainly would like to return here,
It's quite nice.
but we do have pressing matters that we must attend to, and I believe we need to find the lost Duke.
Yes.
I will say that the realm of Elysium has 4 main layers. This is the most hospitable of them. This is the first layer, and also the layer where the most portals will take you.
All right, so we have a decent chance of returning.
And if you do, and we shall meet again, well, perhaps we will share lunch.
Yes, do you have a sending stone? We can always,
Get you
I
info.
do not. I don't know what
Oh.
that is.
Thank you, Penguin Roller Skates, for your help.
My pleasure. I wish you luck on your quest to fight this dragon.
I would like to say goodbye in the custom of my people where I come from. And I reach down and poke him in the belly and go, hee hee.
You try to steal something from him?
He tolerates it. He does
He
not. He
tolerates
does not giggle. He just looks at you askance.
All right. So I don't know if I would be able to. Oh, you know what? I'll play him a little tune on my tin whistle because I probably have that.
All right.
So as a gracious host that you have been to us and helping us find this portal so that we can return to our lands, I would like to play some music from my homeland. So I'll do maybe the bird song.
All
I'll
right.
do the bird song.
Give me a performance check.
I join in.
25. Your Vuvuzela is not going to screw this one up.
It's
Oh.
true.
I just threw it.
Yeah. Lenadrian sort of just looks askance at Vinny while he sits transfixed by Agnes's music.
I feel like it sounds even better here in Elysium, and I'm probably like, damn.
It
This
does.
sounds
It does. It sounds
Great
richer.
acoustics.
It's almost as if the world around you is like joining in and harmonizing with you.
I'm like, this actually sounds like a bird now, not just a tin whistle.
It's quite amazing.
All right. Are we ready, Vinny?
Yeah.
Are we going to hold hands and go through
Should we just put our faces through?
so that our body stays connected to Elysium?
Well, we could just dive in, I guess. Then we're stuck there.
Yeah, it's not that big a hole in the tree.
We have to fit in there?
You might have to just put your faces in and leave your bodies behind.
All right. Well, but we know that if we go through another portal, our bodies will rejoin us.
That is what happened last time.
All right. So we're just going to warn Wally there that this is probably going to be what happens.
Yeah, don't touch our bodies.
I understand. I will protect them and keep them safe until they follow after you.
Why, thank you. And if anything falls out of my pants, just put it back in the top.
Noted.
I've got some stuff in there that's valuable.
All right.
All right. So as close at the same time as possible, you sort of like poof, poof, and fall. Your limp bodies fall, and then the penguin stabs them. No, just kidding. All right. So we'll go back to these guys. You guys have had a wonderful meal. Like, you're just feeling really good about yourselves.
Well, considering the last meal they had was probably the grubs and the frog thing.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
you've been trouncing through a bog for like more than a week, and this just feels so good. Yeah, and your server comes back and she's like, "Will there be anything else? Will there be anything else?"
Shall we stay the night here, Dromm? Separate rooms?
Okay, sorry, that makes more sense. Yes.
We of course. You can go talk to the bartender. They can get you the keys, or multiple keys.
Yes, 2 rooms.
Like Drum needs 2 beds.
Yeah.
And lies across it diagonally.
Of course.
Mm.
I'm so sorry if you were here a week earlier. You could have been here for the festival.
Which festival is that?
Unsalong.
Oh yeah, when's the next one?
Oh, it won't be. Well, I was going to say it won't be until next year, but she sort of leans in a little closer. There is quite a bit of scandal at the end of this year's Unsalong. There was a death and a headless body found.
Do they know who it was who died?
Well, the daughter of the king and queen who went missing, she is now gone, and in her place is left a headless body of some old man. That is what they say from the castle, at least.
That's very peculiar.
The other heads of state have left, but I have heard that they will have to come back because some of the treaties and the protocols they worked out have been called into question because all the results of death they do not know. They do not know for sure. I don't know why I'm French and not German, but it happens sometimes.
Now, are the
It's
heads
Luxembourg.
of the heads of
This-
state still on their bodies?
You're not there.
I know.
This all sounds very complicated.
Wait. So only one head is removed.
Yes, that is true.
Okay. Sorry.
Wunderbar. It's good to German. That's better. I should not try to do accents.
Is it-
I don't know.
Is it safe here? Like, does this happen often that people's heads get taken, or
Oh no. You are
no? It's
perfectly
not safe. Or
No,
It is safe?
perfectly safe.
okay,
It's just the one old man. Who cares?
Okay.
okay.
It's good
Fair
to know. Let's go chat with the bartender. Get our room. Figure out our strategy to find our mates.
Yeah, easily done. Easily done. So you guys get some keys to some rooms. I forget how much it costs.
There's a bath.
Yeah. I will have some hot water brought up to both of the rooms. All right, so you guys go upstairs, get your rooms, very well appointed rooms, large bed, large looks to be maybe copper or brass tubs, which are in no long time sort of filled piping hot water, fresh smelling soaps and lotions of various kinds are available for you. Yeah, you can be in your own rooms or you can talk together.
Well,
Hi.
yeah, we could maybe after we clean up,
All right,
we
yeah,
can
you
reconvene.
guys.
Yeah, so we clean up and reconvene.
As you sort of we're talking about the bath, the bartender's like, will you be needing new vestments, perhaps? There's a very fine tailor nearby called Spear and Spool. I could have someone from there. It's a bit late in the day, but for the right price, could have someone stop by.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We want to look good, and I've been wearing these same outfit for a while.
Very good, sir. You as well. Turns to Dromm.
Absolutely.
All right. So yeah, after you guys, you sort of both bathe, and there's like these nice thick sort of woven robes that sort of come with the room. So you're both sort of dressed in those, and you hear a knock on the door, and this half elf comes in, says she's from Spear and Spool, and sort of starts taking your measurements. All very normal stuff for Sir Pen. Drum, you know, how do you take this?
Don't
I am
hurt
so
the elf.
happy that this is happening to me.
Is it like Pretty Woman?
Big mistake.
Sure.
Remember me from last time? Big blue guy, you wouldn't help?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't hurt the elf.
Never.
Okay.
Well, poor Sora is sitting in a
couple
dragon
times.
stand.
Yeah, she asks sort of, you know, like what style of clothing are you looking for?
Very nice.
Very good.
Fine choice.
And for me as well, but at the same time, it still can work under my chainmail.
Ah, of course, functional, but fashionable.
Yes.
Very good. Could they be delivered? Could they be at your rooms tomorrow morning, or do you need them tonight?
I think the morning will be fine. I think we should get a night's rest here. Dromm.
Is there particular colors that you're fond of?
I like black and blue.
And could mine be sort of like golden?
Of course.
All right.
Will you be requiring matching hats? Perhaps a cloak?
Sir Pen?
I think I'm okay.
Your current
I'm
clothes.
okay.
Would you prefer your current clothes laundered?
Yes, that's it. I'm gonna get some stuff cleaned with my clothes.
Of course.
Yes, please.
They gather up your clothing and head out. All right, you guys are on your own. Are you discussing anything, or are you just taking a long rest?
Dromm is. Is there any way to get back?
It's well, I guess we should have found a map or something.
Maybe we should explore in this town and see what's going on with this murder. Stick around.
Sounds good to me.
All right. We'll swap back to Vinny and Agnes.
As I'm living it up.
Once again, floating in the astral plane. What would you like to do?
All right. Well, I think first we need to find the Duke.
I'm going to think of the Duke.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to Vinny's hand and think of the Duke as well.
Okay. You both clasp hands, focus on the Duke, and as Sir Pen noticed before, you see the orange portal that you came through getting further and further away from you.
But we still see our tethers?
You still see your tethers. Yeah, they extend for about a foot or so, but they are there.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
10.
15.
Yeah, you don't see much of anything other than the portal receding from you.
I start thinking, even harder about the Duke. Even Dukier thoughts.
What are your intelligences? Is
Mine is +2 or 14.
+2 or 15.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely moving. You're definitely going somewhere.
Just thinking of the Duke.
Just thinking of the Duke. Time passes.
Duking it up.
Half an hour. An hour. You're not hungry. You're not even really. You're maybe a little fatigued, but you're more than anything else. You're bored. But you're still thinking of the Duke. Vinny, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Got it. I like to call them Duke 20s now. 10.
All right.
Perfect. Nat 10. Perfect. Roll.
You continue on for maybe another half hour or so, and you see what looks like a corner of a building come into view. It's very far off still, you think, but it is getting closer. So you just keep doing what you're doing.
Just thinking of the Duke.
I think even harder. Even harder than before.
Duke, Duke, Duke.
Duke, 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 Duke. I put my head physically next to. Who are you? Agnes's.
Agnes, we're
Think Duke
trying
thoughts.
to
You're getting
combine our Duke thoughts.
You're getting closer and closer to this corner of the building. It is this sort of gray matte stone that you remember from the hallway that you were in when you left. But it almost looks like part of a foundation, and then maybe like a story. And maybe it goes like 20 feet in either direction, but it's like the corner of a room. And as you sort of float up to it, as it's sort of spinning gently, you see the Duke.
Look at us, two
The
Duke
Duke!
detectives. We found him.
And he sort of looks up and like does like a double take and looks at you as you alight next to him.
Are you going to do the...
Do you speak common?
Yes. Yes, we know you, Duke. We have been searching for you. We were sent to find you.
Duke.
That is wonderful news, but all right.
But what? You love it here now?
No, I very much want to leave. I don't know how long I've been here, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a long time.
So what we need to do is we need to think specifically of a silvery portal.
Well, hold on.
We're all going to hold hands.
Is there anyone around here? Are we alone here? Are you safe?
I have, once in a while, I have seen a far-off ship, but I never thought it wise to
Travel near it.
signal them or travel near it. Once
We're
I
pretty sure that's
once I
fine.
found a piece of solid ground, I pretty much just stayed here.
That's good. We're pretty sure that's a smart idea. I don't think we want to go near that ship either.
We just want to get back home.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what we're going to do. We probably will not be in the same exact place where you were left, but fortunately, you're just in astral form right now. We're just astral forms right now. And so when we go back to the portal, we will end up becoming our full bodies again.
We don't need to explain all the Duke's specifics to you. We just need to get the Duke out of here.
If you know how to do this, I'll be right with you.
Right? I take both hands.
Grab
Wait.
by the Dukes.
Hold on.
We got far.
Who sent you here?
Well, that's the kicker. We know that somebody kidnapped you
Yeah.
who was disguised as Skulldrake.
You have been replaced, by the way. No one knows you're missing.
Apparently, you're getting married to one of the Shoguns.
Congratulations.
Moondrop?
Hmm.
That's who
Hey,
brought me
apparently-
here.
She's the one that brought you here.
Yes.
Well, we kind of thought that it would have been Skulldrake, but I guess she's the one with the magic abilities. So, okay, it's completely believable. We have Wimblecat trying to do a distraction to give us some more time to find you. You know Wimblecat. Wimblecat's House of Wonders.
Oh, yes. Tabaxi, quite an odd fellow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if you don't know him, just know that there's a distraction being played, a diversion. So
that we can save you and hopefully return you to your rightful place.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we just need to get you back to the material plane.
Yes.
And away from Skulldrake, which is technically a black dragon.
Hey, by the way.
All right.
Maybe you knew that.
All right, let's go. How do we get out of here? Some
All right,
sort of
so
magic spell?
Grab hands, and we're just going to think of our silvery portal.
Okay.
Because that's going to be the material plane.
If you don't know what that is, then don't think of anything, and we'll think of it.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Okay, don't think of anything.
Okay.
Empty your heads, and don't think of Stay Puft.
Well, you could think of one of us, and then you'll just always stay with us.
All right. All right, you guys fly off with the Duke in tow. Roll a Agnes. Roll a D4 for me.
D4.
Uh-oh.
D4.
Good one.
1.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you fly for what only feels like an hour, and you see a silvery portal coming into view. It slowly grows larger and larger.
All right, I'm going to tell the.
You trust it?
Well, the thing is, if we think of another silvery portal, are we just going to keep going to this one?
Okay. I mean, we don't have much choice.
Right. Our bodies are going to come with us, no matter where we land. So, if we're back in the dragon's lair, at least we know that we can go back through the portal because it's a permanent portal.
Yeah, just so you know, Duke, when we land, don't move around too much because there's some booty traps and some things that might call dragons. So just don't move too much.
If that's where we actually land.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly where in the material plane we're going to be.
Well, hell, as long as it's not this place.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So holding hands, we go to the silvery portal.
Yes.
All right. All right. All right. You flop out of the silvery portal and down into sand.
Oh.
And you sort of get up and look around you. Give me a perception check.
I have a feeling we're not going to see much.
I'll roll for the Duke. The Duke got a 4. Good job, Duke.
10.
16.
You appear to be in a desert.
Excellent.
Looking around, Vinny, you notice far off in the distance peaks of mountains.
Agnes takes out her compass.
Your compass points a direction very solidly.
So then
I guess you would. Yeah, it points. It points. What does it point? It points east southeast.
So I know.
No,
that
I'm sorry. West southwest. Sorry.
Right. Yes, west southwest. So I could probably guess that I am still north of Windbell. And
It's probably pretty accurate.
And because I should know Oxnard at this point pretty well, I know that I'm probably not in Oxnard, and I'm probably east of Oxnard. All right.
Can we see any trace of that portal?
No.
That's a temporary one.
All right.
One-way portal. All right. Well, the good news, Duke, is you are no longer in direct danger of the dragon, but I don't know what to expect here in the desert. We do have some water on our backpacks, right?
You have all your stuff with you.
Oh, okay.
You still have your treasure, Vinny.
Yes, excellent.
I still have my treasure box too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. Nine. It is daylight. And it is hot.
Well, thank goodness I have a tiny hut that I can change to be whatever temperature I want.
That is good because the sun is beating down on you.
So I'm going to suggest that we actually take our long rest during the day and maybe travel at dusk.
Okay.
Like when the sun's not full out.
All right, so you guys.
We won't be able to. Well, actually, we can see.
We can see. We can leave the Duke out.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have much choice. We're not traveling now.
Agnes takes 10 minutes or 11 minutes and sets up her tiny hut. The Duke is just super glad to get out of the heat and can't thank you guys enough. And with that, we'll flash over to Dromm and Serpen. You both wake in the mornings. You sort of open your doors and you see these nice wrapped packages outside. Two outside each door. One are your freshly laundered clothes, and the others are the new outfits. Dromm's is this sort of shimmery gold fabric, very shiny on the outside, but very soft on the inside. And it's sort of this. It's a little like a robe, but the one half wraps almost fully around the body and has a tie that comes around, and the other goes around and sort of has these buttons that holds it on, and it's knee length, and it comes with these leggings that are a sort of a slightly deeper brown color. Serpen, you said black and blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the top is sort of this billowy shirt with these blue sleeves that sort of have a lace to tighten them at the wrists, but then it sort of puffs up, comes very loose, very mobile, and there's this black leather vest that goes over that, and then these darker tan pants made out of some sort of very sturdy fabric, and it has a belt with a golden clasp.
Nice. Let's check out these outfits. Dromm, what do you think?
This is exactly what I wanted.
Awesome. Sounds good. What do we owe?
There is a note that you should see the bar. It's probably not the bartender, but you should see. I know who it is. It is. You should see a Madame Nemours, who you get the feeling owns the Tinwood Meadows.
Sounds good. So we change into the clothes?
That's a good idea.
All right. You change into them. You head downstairs. You go to the bar, and you're sort of pointed over to this back office. The door opens, and a woman is waiting for you inside. And she says, I see that Spear and Spool has done wonderful work again. Might I inquire as to why the two of you are, in the need of clothing? When you come in, clearly not from around here, requiring new outfits, presumably with money to pay for them, sort of a pointed look at that. I'm happy to have you here, and of course happy to accommodate, but I admit my curiosity has gotten the better of me.
Well, my friend here is from Wesleyville. I'd actually met him there along my travels. We came into a bit of money and decided to do a bit of traveling. And that brought us to Augsburg.
And we came for the festival, but we got the dates wrong and missed it.
I see. I see. Do you, by any chance, know a Lily Galdinger?
Oh, I wasn't Lily Galdinger there, though.
You weren't?
I was Sally Copperhead.
Oh, but you were still going around. You were still a noble who was like exploring and learning.
No, not in Augsburg. That was only in Alond.
Oh, okay.
Sally Copperhead was a complete undercover.
All right, never mind then.
I've not heard about Sally Copperhead.
Is that the other
haven't heard
campaign?
of
You
Sally
guys
Copperhead
wouldn't know
either.
Sally Copperhead.
I
Yeah,
haven't.
sorry.
I don't know Sally Copperhead anyway. Never
Okay.
mind. Yes, there is this small, with the meal, the lodging, the outfits, comes to roughly 200 gold.
Sure.
Each or
All right, so you rummage through your dragon treasure.
I guess so. Yeah.
All right,
Mm.
you pull out. What did you get? Mostly platinum or mostly random coins?
It was a combination of coins and jewels, and I don't think I don't think we discussed
Okay.
Yeah.
specifics.
All
I
right.
think we just wanted to move on with the story.
Yeah.
All
All right. So you.
I don't have any platinums.
You sort of like pull out from your various pockets where you stuffed it a motley assortment of coins. Just sort of like, okay, 10 silver, another 10 silver, 10 gold. Like, she's just looking at you as you're like stacking this up on your desk, pulling it from like all pockets and various bags.
I do have a backpack and full of gems and coins. So
Okay, so maybe
more than 10 silver.
I just say you're like accumulating.
Yeah.
I didn't get any treasure, did I?
I wanted to hit a bank yesterday. We just came into town late.
Of course. Well, there are. If you would like to go to one this morning, you could change in some of your smaller change for larger platinum, or. But thank you very much, and
Mhm.
welcome to Nyars.
Thank you for having us.
All right, you guys sort of leave that, and the inn is getting going. There are folks eating breakfast there. You're also welcome to go outside.
I guess we should go to the bank.
Yeah.
All right. You head outside. With a little bit of searching, you find what looks to be a bank of repute, and you enter in. There are well-dressed folks behind various desks and tables. You sit down with a elven woman who looks a lot like your server. Yes, how may I help you?
Yes, we would like to change in some various coins for I guess more normal denomination, and we also have sort of an assortment of gems. I wasn't sure if your bank handles and that sort of thing, or if there is a place, Serpen, help me, that you can that would appraise or exchange them for.
Well, we could handle your gems here, of course.
Great. Should I go first?
Did I get any gems or only Dromm? I thought I grabbed some stuff too.
Yeah, on your second grab, you got a good amount of stuff.
Okay, so let's hand it over.
All right, so you guys start unloading your dragon horde, and her eyes. Actually, give me a insight check.
18.
9.
As you start to pull these coins of various denominations and jewels out of your backpack, out of your pockets, out of your various places you've stored them on your person. This is very odd. This is a lot of money. And it's not like you came into the bank and like it's very, you're a bit haphazard in your actions.
I mean, I'm wearing a gold,
You are wearing, that's true. You are wearing very fresh and yeah. She's like, please continue. I will need assistance counting this, of course. And she sort of
yes.
gets up and you see her go sort of in a back room. For purposes of this, I'm going to say that there are 5 of you splitting the gold. So I'm going to say that your gems. So let's see. Did you guys split evenly with Asura?
I think we kind of
Yeah.
just took whatever would fit into our
I
pockets.
think there's still more stuff. I filled my pockets and my pants. My pants are ballooning out. Just throwing that out there. Like they're
Alright.
falling down.
I'm going to say that between the gems and the gold coins, you probably have around 2,500, 3,000 gold. Actually, go ahead, roll. Each of you roll a d8 for me. We're going to subtract that. times-
7.
1.
Well, what I had in my head was we were going to multiply that by 100 and subtract it from 3,000.
Yes.
So there it is. So 2,300 for Dromm and 2,900 for Serpent.
So I add that to my currency.
Well, that's what's on the table in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
And she comes back in with a couple of assistants. And they start going over and counting it and sort of piling it up. And then the one shorter, looks like a halfling, starts looking at the gems with one of those little, what are those called? One of those things. What's that? A loop?
Magnifying glass?
Yeah,
Loop,
jeweler's loop, yeah. And eventually they're like, we could offer you 4,000 all told, with the cost of the gems and of course the coin is the coin, of course. But
Wait, don't we have 5,200 between the two of us?
that's what you guys estimated its value at.
Oh,
Would you mind? What would it be for just the coins?
Just the coins, of course. And you see they sort of like talk to each other for a second. And you guys have counted the coins. You know that the coins are. What do you know the coins are? The coins are. The coins for both of you. Well, no, you'd have different coins. You know that the coins are. This is terrible. What are the coins? The coins are. I'm trying to make this math make sense, but it's not. So I'm just not going to care. The coins are about 1,500 for both of you. So for all the jewels, they're just offering you 1,000 when really it should be closer to at least 2 to
22.
2 to 5. Yeah, 2,500.
So is that close to what they're offering for the coins? Like
Yes, they seem to be offering you. They seem to be trying to cheat you on the gems.
Gotcha. Well, I think today perhaps we'll just exchange the coins.
Agreed. So, yeah, we have no platinum, right? Just gold.
You have a mix of platinum
Okay.
pieces. By far, you have the most copper and silver, though.
Mm-hmm.
And so they say, very well. Would you like just platinum coins in exchange? Platinum bars, perhaps?
Mutter, mutter, mutter.
Yeah, platinum is good because I have a lot of gold right now.
Yes.
All right. So you guys get, let's call it 1,500 in platinum bars, which is easier to carry. And you still have gems. Let's say, Sir Pen, you have gems totaling. I don't know, I've lost track now.
That's 19 and 1,300, right? Wait, no.
He was 29 and Dromm
I
was
totally
23.
botched this. I apologize.
300.
Oh, so
I would
1,500.
be-
So I have 14 and he has.
Yeah.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great. Write that down.
So I'm adding my platinum by 1,500.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And now you're just carrying platinum and gems.
Okay. And then I can pay. We owe 200, so that's 20 platinum.
Yeah, presumably you already paid that though. So
Oh,
let's
so let me
say that's
subtract
already,
that.
that's
then.
already been taken out before you counted it. Here.
Oh, okay. Cool. We're even more rich. I mean, I'm already rich, but Dromm,
All right.
be rich.
I'm rich?
Yes, you are.
New clothes, a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right, you guys leave the bank. Are you doing anything else there?
No, we want to get out of here.
All right, you leave the somewhat suspect bank. You're sitting in your tiny hut. You feel your sending stone go off, Agnes.
So,
Agnes, I grow weary of your stories. Where are you and your friends?
I actually have no idea. Last thing we were doing was traveling south towards the mountains, and now we're surrounded by sand.
You are in the deserts of Desin.
Well, it's definitely a desert. Maybe it's Desin. I'm guessing it's Desin. Is that what would be next if we traveled south past the mountains and into sand?
Agnes, this displeases me greatly.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Our arrangement is at an end, Agnes.
Well, I'm sorry that we disappointed you. I don't think that we'll be able to get back to Wesleyville anytime soon anyway. I'm sorry that we have failed you.
No, I don't suppose that you will be able to get back. Goodbye.
Okay,
Agnes, give me a wisdom saving throw.
here we go. We are in the tiny hut. Don't know exactly what can happen through the tiny
are in a
hut.
tiny hut. That's true.
But you said wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
I look over at you and go, "What the heck happened?"
Not very good.
Jeez, that one, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what I did. The +1.
No, I thought saving throws were for the ones on the left.
Oh, but it's still
It's the same
+1.
thing, yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter. 4.
All right. All right. You're still in the tiny hut. It's a nice temperature. You got that going for you.
It's still hot out. It's still daylight.
Oh yeah, it's definitely still daylight.
Yeah, we can see out, but people can't see in.
Yeah.
Hey Duke, let's play I Spy. Pass the time.
So essentially, I'm going to, I guess, sending stone Elsa again to let her know that we're back on the material plane.
Okay.
Don't need to have a big conversation. I just want to let her know that.
Sure. No, she's happy to hear that. Happy to hear that. Wishes you luck.
Yeah, think we're gonna need it. And then I sending stone Wimblecat.
Well, Agnes, how are you doing?
Well, I'm guessing that the distraction didn't work.
Well, you know, Agnes, I tried my best, but well, that Duke who's not a Duke is not very nice.
Well, we let me just tell you what happened. We went through a portal to the astral plane.
Oh, now, Agnes, you must be careful with the astral plane. There are some not friendly things there.
Oh yes, but fortunately, we were able to find our way to Elysium. Meet a very nice guardian. I can't remember.
I had never been to that plane, but I'm glad it worked out well for you.
And that creature showed us a portal back to the astral plane. We thought about the Duke. We headed towards the Duke. We found the Duke. And then we came back to the material plane. But now we are in, apparently, the desert of Dessen.
Well, now that is unfortunate. I am in a cell beneath the Duke's palace.
Oh, so we're both in a pretty bad spot.
Now, I have to ask, have you asked the Duke if he has a clone or a double? If so, you might want to kill him.
Kill the current Duke.
That's correct.
All right. Hey, Duke. I've just been meditating, and I had this thought. Do you happen to have a clone kind of on the side that, in case something happens to you, your clone would then take over?
Give me a persuasion check. And Vinny, give me an insight check when she says this, actually.
29.
29. Holy nuts.
Wow. 16.
Yeah, you see as soon as the word clone is mentioned, you see his eyes go very narrow. However, 29 is pretty damn high. And even though he's been tortured and just like the fact that you, Agnes, are asking, he's like, I do actually. How do you know about it?
Let's just say that some friends of mine are also dealing with a clone issue. And
Interesting.
And it turns out that when you kill the original, the clone becomes the new original.
I am familiar. However, I have taken up the services of House Evath. The fact that Shogun Moondrop of Rudlin is working against me makes me suspect House Evath as well. I am not willing to take the chance that my clone is still secure. And he sort of moves a little bit away from you.
And so now I'm talking to Wimblecat.
Nope. Oh, Agnes, it's so nice to hear your voice again so soon.
Well, no, I didn't think that we completely stopped.
I hung up on you. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, so he says there is, and he is definitely backing away from me.
Well, I suppose I can't blame him. Asking someone to kill you is not a normal thing. And even if his clone had not been compromised, It does take time to make a new one, and he would be vulnerable in that period of time.
So should I still kill him?
I wouldn't kill him against his wishes. That would not make for future interactions very pleasant.
Right, so it would only be a suggestion.
Yes, I would not kill him against his wishes, certainly.
Okay. But that would just mean that he would be back at wherever his clone's position was.
Well,
Which could
presuming
be
his
very-
clone has not been compromised, yes.
Right. So then it might be best to keep him alive.
Agnes, the way my distraction went, I am in no sort of. I do not think you should listen to me very much.
Okay.
I have not been hitting it out of the park, as they say.
Have you been poisoned or?
No, I have
Charmed?
not been poisoned, but I have been stripped of all possessions.
Even your eye?
Oh no, I still have that, and I still am talking to you now, aren't I?
Oh, you've got a sneaky, sneaky place like I have a sneaky, sneaky place.
Oh, I do, Agnes, I do.
Okay, well, I'm guessing we're going to have to head back to Wesleyville.
Well, if you do, and you happen to go down to the dungeon, feel free to get me out anytime.
Oh, I will certainly try. I don't think that anyone I know would be able to help you out. And I don't think I have anyone else's sending stone. Oh, actually, do you remember an Elsa?
Elsa Numbra?
I believe that's her last name.
Is she still alive?
Yes, she is.
She was
She's
old when I met her.
She's old now.
How is she doing?
She's doing quite well. She's having a fairly restful, don't necessarily want to call it a retirement, but just a peaceful life in Windbell.
Well, I have nothing but fond memories of Elsa.
I'm wondering if Elsa might be able to help you out.
I suppose if she came up to Wesleyville, but
The dungeons underneath the Duke's castle?
like it's
Estate?
the Parliament. Yes, it's all part of that central conglomerate of the three red buildings that are in the center there. The Duke lives in the center one.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I will be checking in with you to make sure that you're still okay.
Well, I appreciate that. You look out for yourself.
Yeah, and you try your best to stay sane.
I'll be okay.
Stripped of all your possessions, including your store, or they just took away items you
I
had.
have
on
no means of casting spells that require material components at the moment.
you. Okay. All right. All right.
Yes, it appears that the Sjogren is wise to the ways of wizards, which should not come as a surprise.
How did you do your sending?
My sending?
Yeah. Didn't you do sending for us? For
Messaging?
I scribed
Message.
for you.
no, for the boat, to send the message to the captain of the boat.
Wait, point of order. What is this?
Sir Penn's boat captain with the pearls, and Ken was going after it.
Oh,
He sent
yeah.
the message to them.
No. That was the spell sending. Yeah. It's like what your sending stones do, only when you don't have a sending spell, or when you don't have a sending stone, you can just cast the spell sending.
Do you need any materials for that spell?
I'm afraid I do. I need either my focus or a small piece of copper wire.
I am surprised that your focus is not your eye.
Well, I cannot be attuned to it and have it be my focus, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay. Small copper wire. I wonder if somehow we can get copper wire to you.
Well, I don't know what good a sending spell would do me.
No, I guess not. I just figured you'd be able to talk to someone other than me. Well, we have to have other people on your sending stone, but
Don't worry about me, Agnes. You take care of yourself. The Duke
All right.
was none too pleased.
oh, but that's not the Duke.
You're right. I have to stop thinking of him like that. Well,
All right,
good luck.
thanks. All right. So I'm just going to tell the Duke that things are not looking so great in Wesleyville right now. And we might be in trouble. Well, we are most likely, definitely in trouble.
Well, to be honest, I'm just happy to be out of that void. So, if we are to all survive, I will be very grateful.
Well, that's what we're going to try to do. But I guess next point of business is how do we get out of this desert? Because we can't just will ourselves out like we did in Astral Plane.
All right, and I think with the three of you in the desert, and Dromm and Sir Pen in Yars, the capital of Augsburg, one of the four city-states of Swabia, I think that's where we'll end session. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next time on BND Live.